Hello gardening friends, welcome to Backyard Basics. A lot of new gardeners are out there. Thousands and thousands of people are gardening for the first time. And they're growing vegetables, that's for sure, but a lot of them are putting in their flower beds. And many of us have to deal with a heavy clay soil. You know, they make bricks out of it or clay pots out of it. It's really hard to dig in. And when it's wet, when you walk across it, you come out a little bit taller on the other side. You know, that clay soil right there. But you can fix it, and you can garden in that spot without introducing some more soil. So today I'm going to show you a few of the soil amendments that I like to use to help open up that soil, bring some life to it, and get it to drain well, and you can grow anything out there at that point. Some of the things that I like to use, this is a little bit of a pea gravel right here, a little bit smaller than a pea gravel, but look at that. That's a beautiful little product. It's got a lot of texture to it, and that's what you're going to need. And you would use a generous amount of it when you're in the garden out there. Not just a little bit, but at least 3 inches of this on top of the bed, and then you try to work it in about, 8 or 10 inches, but put a generous amount in there. That's very, very important. So this is a very good little product, not impossible to find, and I like it a lot. It really does open up the soil. Another one that is available quite a bit is this decomposed granite sand. Now it's pretty good. I think that I would maybe screen it a little bit, but it has a lot of texture in there. It has a lot of small stones, and once again, about a 3-inch layer on top of the garden bed, and working it in very, very nicely is important. And that means down to another 8 or 10 inches. So a generous amount of this, and this one brings minerals in too, so it's a real neat little product. And it's locally available. You know, that's important when we're looking for sustainable gardens. We're looking for products that come from our immediate area. And so this granite sand does. You've probably seen this on the paths here and there. It can compact down, so you want to put it very well mixed into your soil. This is a way to fix that heavy clay soil. Very nice product, and a lot of people use this one because it's widely available. Another thing that you're going to need to add whenever you're opening the soil up is some good compost. This is a dairy compost right here. The dairy compost, it seems to be the one that lasts the longest in the soil. All of the proteins have been removed by the cattle, and so it doesn't break down so easily anymore. I mean cows. And so this is a good little product. It'll have some nutrients in it, some life in it. We need that life in the soil. That's a very, very important thing. That's one of the goals in repairing that heavy clay soil, is to bring a lot of life to it, because the microorganisms that are in there will secrete a glue-like substance, and they live in the air. They really need some important air in there. They're not anaerobic organisms, and so you really need to open it up. And that glue-like substance that they excrete binds the particles of clay together into a really nice tilth. So this is an important addition to this whole thing. This right here is expanded shale. Texas A&M did a lot of research, and the Arboretum up in Dallas. There are a lot of folks using this right here. It's a Texas product. It's shale. It's a little over 65 million years old. It's been around here a long time and does not break down. This is the stuff that's been sitting around here for the past 65 million at the end of the dinosaur age. This stuff was deposited in the soil when Texas was a huge lake. And so this is expanded shale. And so this works very, very well and stays there forever. It's not going to go anywhere. The next million years that you're gardening in that spot, it's going to drain very, very well. This is known as expanded shale. And it's really porous. It really is nice and open. So one of the other characteristics of this is you can use it in a sandy soil. So in a heavy clay soil, it'll provide the drainage, and in a sandy soil, it will hold moisture. It's very, very porous. I understand that it's nearly 38% of the weight of each stone here in moisture. Really nice way to do that. Expanded shale. This is probably, except for the compost, these two things would be my best choices, especially in some of those sandy soils. It's important to feed this kind of a soil. Bringing that life around there means everything. And there are many soil activators on the market, and that's what soil activators do. They feed the microorganisms that are in the soil, and that'll open it up, and you'll have a beautiful garden after you do this. For Backyard Basics, I'm John Dromgoole. I'll see you next time.